This where Gaunt stormed through? At least the docks are still intact.
We may be the first kith in centuries to set foot in this place. Hopefully, we will live to tell someone about it.
Extinguished or crushed, us all, Defiler. Damned Reaper of Souls and God of Lies, Magran's most foul enemy. You are not mistaken. I am but one of Magran's elite champions, birthed from her flames. Soon, servants of the Defiler God. Damn you!
Nothing good comes from this much quiet.
I've got magic. You're very well.
Kith trespasses in the goddess's maw? But how? You must seek to follow in your Defiler God's footsteps. You will not, for I will smite you where you stand!
Hold, Sega! I would speak to this filthy minion of the wretched god Aethys before you char his bones to dust. Ha! You think to confront an embodied god? Then you are either powerful beyond comprehension or as much a fool. Yet you imply you do not serve him.
Rakir, move! We cannot allow these intruders to live!
You would face us in battle rather than flee? I like your mettle. Kith does not cower before Magran's greatest warriors. We have not yet defeated the embodied god, but that does not mean we won't. The Drotiger is readying another assault from within the Jagged Keep as we speak. I will permit you to scamper closer to God's face, if you believe you can survive. Scurry deeper into the maw, but know that my brethren may squash you.
All who neared the intruder god were gutted until extinguished. You think your soul could last even half so long as Rathoon's?
Maybe the Kiths will last longer. Only Magran's shrine with our Jagged Keep can lead you to the Defiler God. Kith, if Magran wishes you to face him, surely she will fire the way. First, we recover the wounded and their weapons. Drag them into the Jagged Keep. After that, we will join the Drotiger and the others in a secondary assault. Yes. And then, we will kill a god. Our duty is foremost to Magran. We guard the maw to its fiery end. Second, help me with the bodies, but this time gentle your grip.
It can't be helped, Rakir. These fallen are brittle.
reckon this is what happens when you try to keep a god enacting his plans.
What a glorious hole.
Do these places always make such a fearful noise?
The volcano rolls in slumber, I say. We should not be here.
They're with gone now.
I don't think they've seen...
For the wrong and new.
Big fish!
What? You got the decency to die? You got the decency to die?
Makes no difference. It will not do.
Next time, a chap.
How old is this fortress? It is incredible that it even exists in this place.
Scurriers in my keep! Make ready to be crushed, vermin of Eothas! Nay, I will not risk the spread of the Defiler's filth during this time of crisis. May Margaret forever burn your soul in agony. You'll find no mercy in the Everflame.
Knock, knock. What did I tell you? Sure.
I found something.
That's easy. Let's just get this out.
Right between the eyes.
I've got magic feet. What did I tell you? Serious, me too. Scammer make you feel real good.
You were saying? For the homeland. See that, Ashen?
Your aim could use some improvement.
Smart, Stony.
Stab.
I've got this, Captain. Right between the eyes. Not a problem, Captain.
Sure.
Can we not reason with the gigantic flaming marauders?
Look what I found. I've got magic feet. What did I tell you? That's easy.
I've got this, Captain.
You want me to do check this.
I still got it. Ashiza, straight. I'll reap what I sow.
I don't think they've seen us.
I've got this, Captain. Ha!
How could it possibly resist me? I don't think they see it.
Ha! Right between the eyes.
Bro, fuck! 10!
For the wrong and new.
I'm thinking this place ain't gonna hold up much longer. What say we hurry, Watcher?
I don't like this, Captain. Ishi, don't let your... feathers catch.
This place... Rest now, warrior. Your soul is safe with me.
Ain't she a beauty?
Who comes now to stoke the flames of chaos further? Have I not yet feasted enough? I suppose I can make room for another.
You will find this meal most difficult to eat, dragon.
We struck a deal eons ago. I did with a wily Brenthis. It's true these Rathun fed me exquisitely for so long. But today, they sought my wings like a firestorm to battle. My fangs like hot spears to pierce a god. I am the heart of the fire. I cannot be controlled. Not by a giant's weak will, and not by a sputtering trinket. The Rathun would pay their tributes of flesh and blood, fire and gold. And I, when called upon, would fight fiercely at their side. That arrogant priestess thought to ride me, the magma that fires the mountain. She sought to command me. So I consumed her. The Rathun forged their deal when I was but a hatchling. Now no one controls me. And I would never fight a god for fools.
Must all dragons of the archipelago shackle themselves to someone else's cause?
You are a creature most amusing. Perhaps I shall yet allow you to live. Indeed, I did. But you you seem far more clever. Should I believe the wretched words of a trespasser in my den, even were it so, the fire feeds me. It can cause me no harm. Perhaps you speak the truth, and such may come to pass. Only fools die fighting the gods. I have lived for eons, and I will live for eons longer. I fly.
It is not in pleasure, not for Mother Margaret. I should have listened when she said nothing. But I was willing to die to reach the Everflame, to sacrifice them and everything to ash, to vanquish the Defiler. And I am burning, but not in the flame. Not with honor and eternity, but for a moment. Who will lay the talk before the Mother to fire the way? Who is left? Who will guard the sacred spire, the Mother's mind? Who will descend the shrine to the Defiler's god's face? Not these hands that are ashes sifting on a breath that is a last sigh of a wretchedly snuffed life.
Rest easy now, priestess. I'll harvest your soul and your torment too. Still as a pond.
Spice? Bad idea.
Supposing this volcano blows, what are the odds any of us but Gone survives it?
The Brenthis tarries for too long. Yet only she is fit to fire the shrine. Go and ensure that she returns readily with the Ancients.
It would be my honor, Bathor.
Return in victory, Rekir.
Yes, Bathor.
And remember, you are a bold one to attack us in our own seat of power. I hope you are prepared to die here, for I will soon prostrate you on the altar of Margaret and burn you for her glory. Aethys deserves death, not words. The Defiler God has brought war to Ashen Moor in revenge against Margaret and her Rathun. What is your relation to Aethys, if not to act with him against Margaret? Mere Kith are seldom agents of such a powerful deity. If you have no plans to defend the Defiler God, then we've no quarrel with you, Kith. We are prepared to assault Aethys at the base of the moor. The shrine will lower us to the sacred Ardra Pillar, where the embodied god now gluts himself. Even if I believed you, I cannot do such a thing. We guard the sacred depths of the moor. None may freely enter. Thus the shrine lies dormant, locked without the talk of Bethacton, our high priestess. The Brenthis is the talk's rightful bearer, but she has yet to return to the keep. To return in victory from the lair of the Ancient. I misjudged you. You are one of a kind among Kith. You are without the Brenthis, so I must assume she has returned to the Everflame. What became of the Ancient? Jorda Fairless? Triumph will be nigh impossible without her.
What makes you think something happened to her?
For what do you look at me? Look to the captain, I say.
You will answer me, Kith, without trickery or lies. Indeed. I feared the worst when the Brenthis failed to return with the beast. We've no choice. Despite the odds, we'll attack without either's strength. If this is to be our last stand, we must prepare ourselves, either for victory or for sacrifice. Lest Margaret forsake us for our failures. You've earned the right to Fire Shrine, with the talk of the Everflame. But we cannot join you as yet in facing the Defiler.
Watcher, the time does not allow for niceties. Even now, Aethys gains strength from the spire. What progress have you to report? Then they will burn to ash and return to the mud kiln from whence they came. Presently, I shall erupt this volcano, and with it, consume Aethys. I suggest you retreat if you at all value your mortal form. I formed the Rathun to serve, to ward against Kith in order to safeguard Ukaizo. Now they have served me. Their sacrifice is not without honor, as yours, too, will be. Fare thee on, Watcher. My condolences, should you die.
I wish my diplomatic training included the polite way to get a god's attention.
Have you ever seen anything so awe-inspiring? Behold the power of my god!
Watcher, I wasn't sure you'd make it. But there is enough of you in me to grasp that you had a better chance than most. Some would say it's because you have a strong soul. Great deeds come easily to one so spiritually blessed. Or have you become great because of what has been thrust upon you? Watcher of Cadnua, Herald of Berith, Hound of Aethys.
Oh my god, you're really, this can't...
I see you, Shoti. I am glad that we could meet, even if it is under quite unpleasant circumstances.
This is really happening, right? Gone. Your humble priestess is before you. Please, tell me what you require of me. How do I save more lost souls than I can carry in one lifetime?
I know that you have undertaken a noble mission, but I will tell you what I told the Watcher. You need not fear for the lost souls of this world. As for you, Watcher, why is it you believe you have made it this far? You have done much in this life, it's true. But if it weren't for your past with Theos, with Iovara, you never would have come down this path. But you have come a great distance for answers. What would you ask of me, Watcher? You need to know? Or Berith? Or the gods? It seems someone else needs to know. One who has held me to the flames once before. Margaret fears what I will do, just as she feared what I would do in the Deerwood. But this time, there is no power on Eora or in all of hell to stop me. Understand that what I'm saying is neither a boast nor a challenge. It is the clearest statement of truth I can give you. Give Berith, in the hopes of dissuading you from taking actions that may harm others. Force gods and mortals alike to open their eyes to one another. It seems my sister does not like the sound of that. I want to return the gods to our original purpose, and to allow mortals to worship us, or ignore us, for what we are, not what we pretend to be. When I entered Widewin, I did so with the intention of illuminating the history of Anguith. I wanted to show all the nations of the Eastern Reach the machines we had used to create ourselves, how we had hidden our true nature from mortals for millennia. But even if I had succeeded, my words would have been easy to deny. Belief creates the foundation upon which a mind's reality is built. Some minds can never let go of that foundation. They would rather hold tight to the world in their mind than accept what they're being told. I have not come to speak, to convince, to plead, but to break the foundations of belief itself, to extinguish the lights that maintain the illusions we have created. We took on the mantles of gods from legends, and in so doing, made real what was false, crafted truth from fiction. The time has come for a new covenant between gods and mortals. One forged in the light of truth and understanding between our kind. I will leave this place and go to the lost city the Huana call Ukaizo. It is there that all souls pass through the machines of the gods, where all souls pass into the beyond before beginning their next life. When I reach that place, I will find our great machines and tear them to pieces. I will smash the great wheel until the lights of hell all gutter and die. And when my work is done, I will leave this world forever. I'm surprised Margaret is reacting this way. I would have thought she would appreciate a trial of this magnitude, one that tests us all. Both gods and mortals alike rely on the wheel. We depend on it for the souls that give us power. Mortals depend on it for the lives of future generations. Breaking it will force all of us to face the truth. We will fail together or move forward together. Either ending is preferable to the cycle we still find ourselves in.
Wait! Before it's too late! You gotta take the souls I harvested for you!
They are not for me to take. Shodi, you are their guardian now. You are their protector. You have taken responsibility for them. and only you can decide their fate. Once again, the gods have put you in a precarious position, Watcher. Considering all the troubles I have put you through, the least I can do is protect you from the wrath Magrin has intended for me. Don't thank me yet. This will be particularly difficult for you, Watcher.
Guys and gals, we are literally being touched by the hand of God right now.
Despite her, Aethys' great hand floats away from the luminous Audra pillar. As it pulls back, for a brief moment you see a golden tether flash into existence between the pillar and the great Titan's back. When the Audra fingers gently cradle you, there is first a sensation of warmth, but it is followed by a harsh splitting of consciousness. Your awareness vacillates erratically between the physical world and the spiritual dimension of Aethys' body. Your soul glides amid the many trapped with Aethys. As your brilliant form passes by them, they call and reach out for help. Below Aethys' body, the volcano erupts. Molten rock rushes over the great Audra body, but does not slow its movement. Rathun rush to higher ground, but cannot outpace the lava, which overwhelms and consumes them as it rises. Your attention returns to the heart of Aethys' body. Deep within the whirling masses of souls, you again sense your own presence, the fragment that was taken from you. This time, you reach out to it as it reaches out to you. You meet somewhere in the great mass of Audra, the rest of the souls fading at the edge of your awareness. We are together again. Are you ready to be together again? Since we've parted, you've become someone else. I have become myself. When we join, we won't be ourselves anymore. Your senses yank back to your body, still in Aethys' hand. There is light, sunlight. He has emerged from Ashen Maw, the rim of the volcano and the great keep of the Rathun collapsing behind him. The Audra is barely visible through the thick lava covering his body. And still, he moves. The ocean is gone, water sucked away, leaving only the bare seabed glistening in an ominous silence. You summon the strength to turn your head. Through the cracks in the great god's fingers, you see a wall of water. Taller than Nekataka, taller than Aethys, as tall as the moon. It comes with the rumbling of a terrible stampede. The wave slams into Aethys. His hand closes, protecting you from the devastation. Somewhere in your mind, you hear Andra screaming. You are back inside him. Back with yourself. Are you still the same Watcher who returned the lost souls of the Deerwood to the wheel? The soul observes you, waiting. I am. Good. Then this should be easy. You feel cool air, seawater. The back of your mind pulls your attention back to your body. Aethys stands amid the now calm waves. Kraken futilely clinging to his limbs as he gingerly sets down your ship with one hand. He carefully opens his other, setting your body on the deck. As your head comes to rest, your vision rocks forward, pulled back into the Audra, back to your soul. Some of us is lost to him. Fragments and the empty spaces between them. They will always be a part of him. But we are still us. And it's time for us to go. Together. The soul rushes toward you, flying into you with ferocious speed. You are thrust back through the Audra, out of the palm of Aethys' hand, back into your body. You can feel the sensation of your skin, the warmth of the Audra, but you are not fully in control. The other soul struggles to reach the surface of the body's consciousness, but you pull it down. Entangled, you float in a dark, boundless expanse. The more you fight each other, the closer you become, until somehow, impossibly, every piece of you is touching every piece of them. Through the distant window of your eyes, you see Aethys push slowly against your ship. Though his touch is light, it is still the touch of a god. The ship lurches, rapidly tearing across the water southward. His hand pulls away from your ship's wake, his body straightening, towering overhead. The volcanic rock, now cooled and gently steaming, sloughs from his body as he moves. The Audra beneath is still immaculate, unmarred. He watches you depart, and you hear a voice in your mind as you sink deeper into the blackness of sleep.
Tell them what you have witnessed, Watcher. Tell them what is coming.
The windows of your eyes retreat into the distance. The fragment of your soul is so close to you in the darkness that you can't tell if its thoughts are separate from your own. Aethys is going to Ukaizo? He's going to stop the wheel? Aethys is going to Ukaizo. Aethys is going to Ukaizo. The words repeat in your mind until they become an incessant, meaningless mantra. Involuntary meditation in the emptiness of your unconscious. When the words finally dissolve and become part of the darkness, you see a pinpoint of light. You no longer sense the other soul. No longer sense the person you were before Aethys touched you. You swim toward the light. As you come closer, the light becomes two blurry spots of radiance. You settle in behind your eyes and feel your lips already moving, mumbling. Around your body you sense familiar scents and sounds, voices raised in shock and alarm. You take control of your mouth, opening it wide and drawing a great breath.
Are we simply going to wait? What if he never wakes up?
Are those frilled collars stuffed in your ears? If the Watcher's mumblings are right, then Aethys is marching on Ukaizo. We have to move. He's seizing power from the very gods who betrayed him. Destroying the wheel to make sure they never come back. It's a coup, and we have to muster the strength to stop it.
The unraveling of Kohopa from Tangaloa is our greatest test from the gods, I say. We must live to deserve the world they make for us. You bear witness to the work of the gods. It seems they are not finished with you yet.
I will choose our next voyage, Akira. No more volcanoes.
Join our talks, I say. Rational discussion will gust away the ominous smoke rising from Ashen Maw. The Deadfire is no stranger to cataclysm. We can survive by cleaving to a shared purpose, a greater good, Akira. For what else did the gods place us here? We who have ships and resources enough to make a difference.
What we need is brass.
Ships have formed the blockade around Queen's Berth. Their commander demands parley with Serpent's Crown.
What? But what about our ships? I must get a message through to the captains.
For what do our enemies paint a target on their hull? This is a stirring bid for my attention. Send word to my water shapers to drain the sea around the flagship. I would parley on better terms than this.
My queen! They fly the colors of pirates! The Principi are...
Well, what have we here?
Forgive me, lovesome, but it looks like you're having a party. A rather fine one to which you didn't invite me.
You painted vagrants are a plague on my tribes. Why should I not hang you from the walls of my garden?
You should be asking yourself how they got in here in the first place.
Oh, I do love when they squabble. But I'm here for neither pleasantries nor entertainment. We've bigger fish to fry. Or should I say gods? Now everyone just calm down. I promise we won't fire on you at this time, unless firstly provoked. That is, until once we've safely absconded from the city back to the high seas. Then all bets are off again, aye?
Yes, well, if you have a point, pirate, I suggest you reach it quickly.
We're supposed to take a bunch of pirates at their word?
Right you are. However, I'm here because I've got questions, ones that can't wait. And the Lovesome Watcher's the only one likely to answer them nicely. Ukaizo? What's the lost city of gold got to do with a god on a rampage? Well, fuck if that doesn't put things into perspective. But what's that even mean in the long run? Folks who die won't be coming back again. This is all dark and foreboding sounding. But what's it mean for my soul? I mean, I like the idea of pirating throughout the Great Beyond as much as the next gal. But if, say, I got no awareness after I die, does it even matter what happens?
Ach, of course you have no interest past that of your eyes and your stomach. Let us speak now of what can be done. Must be done. Watcher, you know best of all of us what our options are.
If he's heading to Ukaizo, then the time for speeches is over. We have to act quickly. Defending Ukaizo is the highest priority. Our ships are fast and well-equipped. We could sail to the edge of Andra's mortar. See if Aethys' passage opens a way through the storms. Of course, finding Ukaizo once we're through is another matter. That's so. You just might be able to save us.
We speak of collectively sailing for Andra's mortar, but this crown will not support any plan that involves a single outsider ship landing on the shores of Ukaizo. It is for this moment that the gods test me. Anyone who seeks to cross Andra's mortar will learn that the gates of Ukaizo are the end of compromise with the Huana.
I don't mean to let Aethys end us while we bicker.
I think I'm getting the gist of it now. While these witless princocks go at each other's throats, we Principi will cut through the storms and plunder the city of gold. Whatever Aethys is seeking in those ruins, we'll find it. And then we'll sell it to the highest bidder. That, or me and mine will have front row seats to the end of the world.
If the Huana cannot take back our beginning, then our end fast approaches. The gods will judge us by our devotion to Ukaizo.
Are you going to guard it as closely as you've guarded your palace today? Ukaizo was yours once, and you lost it. Meanwhile, the storms that cover Andra's mortar plague Rauatai too. We will help the Watchers stop Aethys, but we will not leave our country's future in soft hands. We hope the Watcher agrees.
Watcher, there are two kinds of people in the Deadfire. Those who have called it home since time immemorial, and opportunists. With Ukaizo under our control, the Huana would restore order as it has not been seen since the days of our ancestors.
Order. And the only question is whether it will be the order of ignorance and tradition, or else of conquest. The secrets to be found in Ukaizo could elevate us all beyond the telling. I will not relinquish that dream so easily.
Watcher, I say the time to play at freelancing is at an end. Any of us could get you to Ukaizo, but only one of us will stand by your side.
Let's speak, Watcher, while we have the chance.
So, it's to be Ukaizo. The last great arena of this contest. If you believe that sort of thing. Planting a flag in the sands of Ukaizo is a great way to hang a target on your back. Glad to hear that a practical opinion can still shout over the masses. I just want to know that we're doing this for the right reason. So far, I'm unconvinced. Until I see Ukaizo for myself, it's a bedtime story. Let the poets hang their hopes on a dream. Rauatai's navy should be better than this. Ukaizo isn't a fortress in the path of shipping lanes. We don't even know if this mythical island has any defensive value. When this campaign is spread across razor-thin margins, how does the company plan on sustaining a garrison half the world away in uncharted seas? All the powers imagine that Ukaizo is a symbol for control, and they're willing to bet everything that they're right. Ukaizo has fooled everyone into sacrificing and compromising for the ultimate prize of what? Getting there first? Even if we succeed, not everyone's gonna make it back to sing the tale of lost Ukaizo. If only to prove them all wrong at once. Thanks for letting me squawk in your ear like a Shiza after too much shark meat. Go on, then.
Ukaizo. We are actually going to Ukaizo. The tribes will look to me to bridge our past and our future. A heavy responsibility, I say. The praise they showered on Ngati's chosen. Until now, it all seemed an empty gesture. I was the toast of Nekataka. Ukaizo will show us the way. The tribes will find themselves again. I would discover what our ancestors forgot. The Covenant is more important than ever. I will give it thought. There is time enough for that, at least. Ukaizo should be the discovery of our lifetime. With the trading companies and the Principi ready to descend on each other, I wish the island had kept its secrets a while longer.
It pains me to see my boy so conflicted. Questions tear at his heart, and the ache reaches me even here. If you continue to encourage him, his life will grow more complicated. He will be the savior his people want. Someone to drag their past into the present. Empires have fallen since I favored the Huana with power and wisdom. How they wield it is their choice. Just see that my boy comes to no harm.
There is much to consider, and little time to decide our course. I fear that we will see the path before us before we are ready to walk it.
I say it is not every day that a ship pulls into port from Margaren's teeth. You are not too singed, I hope. Our enemies scramble for Ukaizo, dropping all pretense of strategy in their panic and haste.
You have returned from the wastes unscathed. This is good.
Every corner of the Deadfire babbles of the devastation from Magren's teeth. And Aothis marches on Ukaizo while I juggle armloads of enemies. This is no coincidence. Nagati is testing me, I say. If you have spent any time in the Deadfire at all, the myth of lost Ukaizo can be no mystery. Akira, and with good reason. They say the beaches of Ukaizo spanned impossible horizons, and its towers graced the light of distant stars. At night, I even... but it is nothing. For what do the tribes not fight each other? For what are we united if not to take back lost Ukaizo?
If Ukaizo exists, even your own people doubt the legends. An ancient city greater than Neketaka, brimming with luminous Adra, and all built by the Huana thousands of years ago.
It is a good thing our ships are pushed by wind, not certainty. My people will grasp for the unknown if it means standing against yours. Under Wodika's gaze do we keep order. Atop Nagati's seas are we tested. From Ikuhu's bowels do we carry wisdom back to the tribe. The gods want this for us, I say. We have come this far to restore order and earn back our empire. You have thoughts, soldier?
Valia came here to make some coin. Rauatai followed to catch up with Valia. Now the Huana are scrambling to catch up to Rauatai. It'd be funny if it wasn't gonna get so many good people killed.
Anyone who stands in our way is a wave to be crested. Your superiors should know this already. So, Watcher, do we unite and sail for Ukaizo? I hope we don't stand around wasting each other's time.
For what do you do this?
Your captain needs a nudge towards reason, I say. Busy yourself making up your mind. I will make preparations to launch an advance force, with or without you.
So the crown granted your master an audience. How did it go?
Akira, it went tempestuously. My master says the...
at once.
Thank you again. The Harappo epic is in the right hands at last.
puts me down with a word.
I get along fine with him. He's straightforward to me.
Are we talking about the same Atsura?
I must thank you most humbly for your help. You've rendered Okaya and all of us a great service. Oh, indeed. A great injustice plagues the archipelago, and we have an opportunity to end it. A thriving slave trade disrupts the Deadfire. I've determined that it's being run from the island known as Crookspur. Getting rid of them. Slavers sow chaos wherever they ply their unsavory business. They uproot communities, disrupt trade, and attract the vilest criminals. Unfortunately, they've been allowed to operate here for years. Why, if the Juana had marshaled their forces, the slaver problem never would have reached this extent. That it has is a failure we must lay at the feet of the Kahanga royals. The world is a hard place. Should we make excuses for those who do not face its trials? 2,000 years ago, our people began the conquest of Rawatai. The land was new to us. Many of its inhabitants were better equipped. But we overcame them. We were unified where they were scattered, and we were not content to huddle in cliff caves and subsist. We were determined to make a better life for ourselves. Were we less deserving of these things simply because we arrived later? Besides, the country we built was stronger, with roads, irrigation, and weather guards. For us, as well as the people, we organized. The Valians and the Principe will tear Deadfire asunder, and the Juana will stand by and let it happen. So, we must do everything we can to defend the archipelago and its people. We shall ensure that the slavers do not return by stationing one of our most elite fleets at Crookspur. And give the Valians and the Juana cause to unite against us? No. In any case, the Hazanui is arranging a final matter. If you truly wish to bring peace to the Deadfire, I suggest you speak with her. Clear skies. Rawatai needs a reprieve from the storms, and Deadfire needs order. Are you ready to join forces once and for all? We can't wait forever, and I know Aethys won't. If Ukaizo works the way we think it does, then leaving it for someone else would be about as smart as pointing a cannon at our backs. Talk and compromise may work for you, but we can't risk Rawatai on someone else's good intentions.
Good to see you again. I really wish I could, but my supplies are for the Royal Deadfire. Maybe if you impress her or...
volcanoes gushed, and islands shook along that perilous chain. The goddess Magra poured and prayed, her warning clear to all.
I don't believe it. A copper pan from 400 yards? You're pulling my leg.
That's easy. I'll show you. Hold this up in the air and stand very still.
I can't decide if the gods must love or hate you, Watcher. Perhaps both. Volcanoes, giant waves. Mel, I've had my fill of this island. Welcome back. Is there something else you wish to discuss? Please, go ahead. Very well.
You know, I wish you'd been around a year back. We would have left the Royal Deadfire Company in the dust. Now then, did you have a reason for coming by? I'll answer what I can, of course. If this is a plot...
We're all friends here.
Was there something specific you wanted to know? It was established. There was no... We didn't discover the properties of Bloom chiefly, but the company has also funded... Oh, as for the pity of it is that... Yes? I'll answer what I can, of course. Flaune Alette has always been a firebrand. Everything we tank, it's, the people?
The borders Amira drew for us are wide enough, I said.
That said, and the Queen certainly strikes an me. I like to think I have a good eye for talent. So nothing too interesting, I'm afraid. Me? I like to think I have a good eye. It is an honor. One doesn't. So nothing too interesting, I'm afraid. Now then, I'll answer what I can, of course. Watcher, what can I do for you?
Just a moment. There we are. Well, Oleska said, what can I do for our fortunes? Footplane. I have it. Is nice. Oh, no, it's I can spare it. Oh, here. She's nice. Not well. Dukes, no. While the Songreta is away.
Welcome back. Please, go ahead. Ha! The director takes a break. Well, the company also... I think it is simple as with...
The Republics have the best minds in the world pursuing it.
Very well.